So actually the goal here is not to buy everything at once, but also to understand what at the core of it, what should you need to grow your business right now and what are the problems that you have. The biggest myth that it comes to Martech, that's only for big corporates or big companies with big budgets. Many SMEs assume that because marketing technology is too complex or too costly, so that's why they kind of delay in exploring it. But that's not the case. In reality, the ecosystem, the Martech ecosystem has actually been matured and has been maturing. So today's Martech tools are already increasingly modular, really affordable, and also scalable at some point, right? So for example, even starting off as simple as an email automation, right? Or even like a lightweight CRM. So with that, SMEs can start collecting data and start understanding the customer behavior a little bit better, and also running targeted campaigns without breaking the bank. So all in all, like the barrier to entry is not really much of the budget, but it's on two things. One, clarity on what you actually need, and secondly is where to start. So without this clarity, it is very easy to spend on different types of tools that they don't actually solve the root cause of the problem. So once they are able to plot down the entire customer journey, I think the priority should usually be a customer relationship management system, CRM in short, or even a marketing automation system, because what this provides is a few things. I think three main things. Number one, having visibility into the leads. Secondly, is that they are able to really understand on the granular level on where are the customers' touch points. And three, it's the engagement for every touch point. So all these three are very fundamental and also foundational for every marketing needs. And from there, maybe they can also add on like email marketing or even like social scheduling tool that they're able to layer on, or some of the platforms out there, they do have all these features already in place. So actually the goal here is not to buy everything at once, but also to understand what at the core of it, what should you need to grow your business right now and what are the problems that you have. So think of it as like layering all your digital foundation before diving into the deep ends. So what we usually do at Open Minds is basically this is where our digital consultancy comes first. So this involves, understanding and going in to build the whole entire digital roadmap and also recommending tools that brings the result or brings the ROI. So we usually do not just consult, but we also support in terms of building custom tech development and also implementation for the customers should they require as well. So all starts off from your mapping out your whole entire marketing journey. I think when it sounds too robotic, it means that it is generic. That means it's not personalized to you. It's not targeted to you. It's targeted for the mass market, but it's not, specifically to Nicole, who shops in the shop for XYZ number of times, right? So basically, SMEs can avoid this by one, again, using automation to basically amplify the human connection, not to replace it. So for instance, like I said just now, instead of just sending out a blanket message to all customers, automation could also help with segmentation based on behavioral. So for example, a first-time buyer versus a repeat customer. So both of them, they have two different customer journeys, two different experiences, and the messages should be different as well. So simple touch points like, your obviously the first and foremost is the name. You have to get the name of the customer right, and also referring to their past purchases or their past experiences or past engagements, or even acknowledging their milestones, for example, birthdays, right? So all these simple touch points, simple tweaks or simple engagements makes it feel more personal. It sounds less of a robotic. So what we usually do that we always consult our clients or basically send a reminder to our clients is that basically automation is the engine that helps you to scale your marketing. Yes, that's true. But it is the brand voice, it is the storytelling, and also it's the data that makes it more human and more personalized. Open Mind Singapore has been in the market for 2 years. And for 2 years straight, I've been hearing this over and over and over again, no doubt, at every networking events I've been to, every prospect that I've met up with, that I have so many tools, but I don't even use it. And the reason is because, yes, they have adopted so many tools because a lot of them are like pretty cheap or free, but all these tools are siloed, right? And there's no proper strategy. So basically, many SMEs, they subscribe to multiple platforms because it could be cheap, because they have heard it from someone else, only end up being disconnected when we lay out on the touch point or lay out on like the digital roadmap, right? So this really creates a lot of headaches rather than solutions. So we usually walk into companies where no one knows which tool is the single source of truth. So in Martech, in the Martech scene, there's this very important term that we usually use. It's a single source of truth. Where are the data coming from, right? So the smarter approach is obviously to start small, pick the tools that's able to integrate well with each other, and scale as the business grows. So Martech should actually make your life simpler, not make it more, administrative or make it more headaches for you. So strategy before the stack, always and always. Okay, so my response to that is usually most of the time when we face customers like this, especially when there's a lot of hesitation, there's also a lot of reasons why they hesitate. One could be they do not have enough skill sets. Another one is that the processes are not in place. So that's why when Open Minds comes in, we usually do not say, hey, you need to use this XYZ tool. No, what we do is that we will go in, understand your workflows, understand your day-to-day processes, understanding why are you still using Excel, for example, or why are you using XYZ XYZ platform and another XYZ platform itself. So we really go in and really understand and try to untangle all of this mess, understanding where is the data also coming from, before we tell you that, hey, these are the things that you need to scale, or these are the things that you need to build a foundation first. So usually when we face customers like this, it's because there's not they just want to adopt. They think that it's an up and coming thing. So for example, like agentic AI, it's up and coming, right? Everyone's talking about it. Everyone wants to use it or to implement in their process. But in reality, agentic AI actually shows more cracks in your processes rather than expedite it or even to help them to solve at this point of time, because a lot of things are not in place. Every customer journey is so messy, even your data and so messy, and there's no single source of truth. So that's why when we usually come in, we do a lot of consultation first. So actually a lot of SMEs sees us as a digital agency. Actually, that's not the case. We are actually known to be consultants first. Then only we suggest that, hey, these are the things that you need to do. We draw up the whole entire roadmap for you, and then that's when we help you to do the implementation work. At the core of what we also believe, that's where education comes in first. So that's why we host workshops to kind of like empower these SMEs with the basic knowledge. Then again, basic, like what you said, an umbrella, like for example, like what's the high level strategy of, for example, retaining customers, for example, if you are in the e-commerce space, or what are like the foundational set of tools, Martech stack, that you need to run an e-commerce business. And then if they want to take it to the next level, for example, expand it to a different part of the ASEAN market, that's when our consultancy and also basically our customized consultancy comes in to play. So then again, like what you said, you really hit the nail where everybody's journey is different. Every SME's, workflow processes, or even down to customer journey, even down to, the business in general is different. So there's no one size fits all solution. So that's where, I think that's the beauty of digital transformation, that there's no single size product or single size solution that fits into everything. I think that's the beauty of it. And I think that keeps us on our toes, and that's what drives us as a whole company, because that's where we get to learn, that's where we get to explore, and that's where we get to innovate.